What's up, YouTube? This is Mathwist97, and welcome to the Unforgiven pay-per-view for my SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager mode. These are our champions going into the event. And, well, the Undertaker, he's going to have to defend his in Elimination Chamber. And Edge and Randy Orton, have they met their match in M&M? We've been building them for like months, so I sure hope so. But hey, I could be wrong. It's a ladder match. It's going to be tricky. And then as for these two, I don't even know if Lita's going to make the card, to be honest. Because Melina's not in contention, so we're not going to do the Fatal 4-Way again. Maybe I can figure out like a triple threat or something and just say to hell with this rivalry. Because that's what it kind of seems like where we're going. I'm surprised that Melina didn't make contention. Because she's with Nitro, they both won. So I figured that, you know, with her popularity, she would be fine, but I don't know, I don't get it. Yeah, because if I put her in this matchup, it's not going to work for me. Which is kind of dumb, because she's got a 70 popularity. That's, I feel like that's good enough to qualify, considering Joey Mercury has a 70, and he is above Johnny Nitro, but winning streaks factor into it too, I suppose. So maybe I should just do a triple threat. It would keep the Mickey-Trish rivalry alive. Melina would kind of fall out, but I don't know. I'll give it some more thought. But we do know that the WWE title can be defended in the Elimination Chamber, and so it will. So we have the Undertaker. I don't know if this is actually like the number in which they will enter, but if it is, then I apologize for these guys that I'm throwing in here. But we've got Guerrero. We've got John Cena. He's earned his spot. We got Shawn well, actually, no. Let's put Triple H there. Let's put John Cena here. Actually, no. Just in case this is the order that they're going to go in, we're going to make sure that Kurt Angle comes out first, because we can't trust Kurt Angle. Never trust a Kurt Angle, because he betrayed us last time. So he, like I said, he's got to earn our trust. Then we've got the ladder match, the tag team matchup, which I spoke of earlier on. What we could do, actually, I don't know if I can you have managers in an Iron Man match? Oh, yes, you can. Okay, so this will work. This will work. We're gonna do, I guess we'll just do the 10-minute, because I'm gonna end up playing this match, so. But do I really want to? Yes, I do, because if the title changes hands, then I would be very upset. So we'll put Melina in Trish's corner. There we go. It's an Iron Man match. That's the maximum that we can do with the women is an Iron Man match. So we're going to have it right there here tonight. And I guess we already have the multi-man Elimination Chamber, but we have people who need title shots as well. We could do... I'm not going to do a last man standing. That's way too much. Maybe I should just do a standard Fatal 4-Way. We'll throw in the champ, Shelton Benjamin. JBL wanted a title shot. Kennedy's not going to get his. Who else isn't on the card? We need Foley to be in this show. Maybe he'll win it, and that'll snap his losing streak, and then he can stop getting, you know, pissed about it. And I can throw Mysterio in there. I can't throw Matt Hardy because he's not in contention just as of yet. But this means we're going to lose the Kennedy rivalry, doesn't it? Oh well. We'll have to survive. We'll have to live with it. Yeah, I think the only other person that's available right now is Rey Mysterio. Yeah, because Orton, he's booked. Michaels is booked. Triple H is booked. So I guess Rey Mysterio is going to go in here. And that is those are our matches. Let's get this rolling. I might just show highlights of the women's match. I'm not entirely sure. I don't exactly know how I feel about it, but maybe I'll just showcase the whole thing. It's only 10 minutes. We'll see how we go. The most highly anticipated tag team matchup, potentially of this entire series, is about to unfold. Definitely the most anticipated matchup to this point in terms of tag team wrestling. It will be Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury, M&M, taking on Edge and Randy Orton, Rated RKO. It's a ladder match, and the World Tag Team titles are up for grabs. Johnny Nitro, he's had one opportunity at the tag titles in the past, teaming up with Rey Mysterio at that point, at Vengeance. And of course, Nitro and Mysterio could not get the job done. But the question is, now that Nitro's got his true friend, his pal, Joey Mercury, on his team, will he be able to capture tag team gold? It's now or never for M&M, because if they can't get it done here, after all of this time we've invested in them, I don't know if they'll ever be able to get it done, quite frankly. Joey Mercury in particular has been a real big investment for the backstage crew here in Monday Night Raw. It took a lot of work to get this man over with the crowd, to get the crowd behind him, but they did. They finally did. Took a little while, but this crowd finally supports Joey Mercury. And imagine if they could win the tag team titles here. Then I feel like Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro, at that point, we could confirm that these two have made it. It's now or never for them, as I said, because we've dumped all of this time into them. Would hate to see it be a failed experiment. People they might call it predictable if they would win here, but you know what? After all the time we've invested in them, they had better win this matchup, or else I'm actually going to be a little frustrated. But then again, if they lose, Edge and Orton stay on the show, so I guess it's a win for some, a win for others, regardless of the outcome. Although, for Edge and Randy Orton, I'd have to say between the two of them, I think that Randy Orton would be more likely for me. Like, I'd be more likely to send Orton away than I would Edge. I don't know if that's because I have Orton in universe mode nowadays, whereas Edge he really hasn't been featured as much, so I'm less over Edge than I am of Randy Orton. I don't know. Of course, they're two completely different beasts, universe mode and GM mode, because one I have full control of. The other one is more, well, I mean, they're different presentation setups too. So I have to be more creatively invested in the one than the other. Although I try to get as invested in this GM mode series as I possibly can. And I think I've done a good job of that. We've built up behind the scenes storylines for other things in the past, and this one I think is another prime example of behind the scenes we're getting fully invested behind Nitro and Mercury. So if they would lose, on screen it might work for them, but behind the scenes, you know, we have all the more depth to this, especially knowing that Edge and Orton's contracts are hanging in the balance. It's, you know, it would be bad to see M&M lose because we've dumped all this time into them. But then again, Edge and Orton winning here, they stay on the show, so that isn't, I guess, a terrible thing. The moment the ladders get introduced in this matchup, all bets are off. It's anybody's ball game. But for the moment, oh my god, look at this. What? I mean, you talk about being in sync, but wow. Those two collar and elbow tie-ups practically over top of one another. Orton and Edge, they just, you know, they have a game plan, and it looks like they're gonna execute it to perfection. As Randy Orton and Nitro are going at each other. But Nitro coming to the aid of Joey Mercury there. And now Joey Mercury looking to turn the tides on Randy Orton with a scoop slam. As just like that, M&M have taken control in this matchup. Oh my god, nice double leg drop right below the belt from Johnny Nitro. Meanwhile, Joey Mercury is just really going to work on Randy Orton here. M&M perhaps looking to double team Edge there, not quite gonna happen. Is Randy Orton now, big clothesline to Johnny Nitro. But Mercury not going to let him keep up the offense. But Orton says not so fast. I'm going to do it anyway, regardless of what you feel. As Edge now just took out Johnny Nitro. Edge now going after Mercury. Looked like Orton was maybe trying to double team there, but it didn't happen. Instead, he's setting his sights on Johnny Nitro. As now Johnny Nitro brought into the corner. And Orton perhaps looking for the 10 count punches. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Randy Orton connects with the 10 straight punches. And now Joey Mercury's in trouble. Rated RKO setting him up. Double suplex. Rated RKO looking pretty impressive right now. Orton going to work, wrenching out the arm, the neck of Joey Mercury. But here comes Johnny Nitro, coming to the aid of his partner. But Edge takes him right back down. As now Nitro or rather Mercury whipped into the corner. Randy Orton, oh, reverse DDT by Nitro, but a massive DDT from the top rope from Orton. As Randy Orton now just picking Joey Mercury apart there with a forearm to the face. But here comes Nitro. Nitro with a headlock takeover. Looking to bring Mercury back into the fold. The ladders have yet to be introduced in this matchup. And that could potentially play to the benefit of M&M here because, well, it also plays, now more so it plays to the benefit of the champions, I would say, because as long as the challengers can't grab the titles, Rated RKO are still going to be champions. So the longer the ladders are out of this matchup, the more it benefits the champions. As the ref just got taken out by Randy Orton. Not like that's going to save their titles, because it's not a matter of the referee seeing who has the belt. It's a matter of, well, who gets the belt first. As look at this, Randy Orton, wait, reversal by Nitro. Edge to the top of the ladder, but he's not able to grab the title. It's now Nitro and Edge battling it out atop the ladder. Joey Mercury takes down Randy Orton. And you gotta be careful when you bump that ladder because it might knock people completely out of place. As Joey Mercury right now, he gets taken down by a European uppercut. Oh, Johnny Nitro. Johnny Nitro's atop the ladder. Johnny Nitro looking to grab the title here. But Randy Orton. Wait, but Nitro striking back. Orton the reversal. As Randy now, oh my God, look out, look out, look out! Superplex Johnny Nitro out to the floor! Good God! Randy Orton damn near killed this man. Edge trying to grab the title, and now he's got it. But Joey Mercury looking to take him down. As now Mercury's got the title. Joey Mercury's got the title, but Randy Orton stops that from happening. Mercury dumped off the ladder. And now Randy Orton, he's got one hand on the belt. Randy Orton's got the belt, but Nitro, now it's Nitro with a bit of payback. Is now these four men just really exchanging who's going to be atop the ladder at any given time. As Joey Mercury now he gets rid of Edge. Orton looking to keep Nitro down. Wait a minute, Mercury's got the title! Mercury's got the title! Joey Mercury just won the tag team championships for M&M. And before you say that me playing as Randy Orton, I sabotaged that match, I did not. I was trying to pick Nitro off of the canvas, and it put me into a headlock. Nothing I could do there. The game knows that it's time for new champions. It is time for M&M to begin their reign here on Monday Night Raw. Here at Unforgiven, they win the tag team titles in dramatic fashion. And now I can start thinking about who am I gonna trade Randy Orton and Edge for? I'll have to think about that. But also, just looking at people who could potentially be on the trading block, the women's division is definitely falling into that category. Now, there's a possibility, like if I was gonna keep anybody, like there is always, like obviously there's Mickey and Melina, there's a rivalry there that I haven't done. Trish and Lita is always a good fallback, but that's only gonna last for so long. So I think I have one more cycle of rivalries out of these four before I actually get rid of them, but I'm still definitely considering trading them away. Even if I were to bring in Candice Michelle and Jillian, and even bring Tori back at this stage, there's only so many possibilities that I can really work with. And just trading the championship back and forth like a hot potato doesn't really interest me. If there was a bigger women's roster on this game, and I mean it's the problem with all the GM modes, is that the women's roster is fairly thin. It's just the problem with most WWE games prior to WWE 2K17. I feel like WWE 2K17 was a rare exception. Although, it's even just not that the games don't have a diverse women's roster, but it's that the WWE doesn't have a huge women's roster. But nowadays they do, and the game really is able to reflect that now because you've got NXT as well, and that definitely adds some depth to the roster. But not so much here. So this, I don't know if this is going to be the last pay-per-view match for the women. I think I could still get one more, but I mean, there's not really much diversity. That's the only problem, is that match types 2, you can't do anything. At least in like the newer games, you can have a women's ladder match, or a women's cell match, or a women's steel cage match. You can't, they don't even give you the option in these games. Like, you can't even do intergender 6-man tag matches. You can't even do women's 6-man tag matches. They don't let you in this game. In 2008, I think you can at least do the women's 6-man tag, but not in this game. They don't even give you the option. You can't even do a tag team with managers match where the tag team is the women. The women have to be the managers. And that really limits my options in this game. So I would like to keep the women longer, but in the big picture, what really are they adding to the show at this point? I knew it was eventually going to happen. I knew that I'd eventually have to get rid of them, just because I'd eventually just be having repeated matches over and over and over and over again, which I mean, in theory, I'm at that point right now, because there's only 4 women. You can only do so many different things, and when the match types you have to use are limited, this is like the most that I can do. This is the biggest women's match that I could have, other than like a Fatal 4-Way, is to have a women's Iron Man match, or an Iron Woman match. Nice counter there by Trish. But yeah, that's enough for my ramblings on what I can't do with the women's division and what I would like to do. I just think that it'd be easier to trade them away. And now I'm starting to think, well, if I'm thinking about, you know, I have potential that I could use these women for. I have potential ideas. But if I'm thinking right now, well, that's a short-term thing, should I just trade them away right now? Because if I'm already thinking, well, I'm going to hit this point and then I'm going to get rid of them, why don't I just get rid of them now? If that makes sense. Plus, we've got contracts coming up. The women's contracts are starting to run low, along with Edge and Orton's. So maybe I will trade the women away first. I might hang on to possibly Melina and Lita, because they would make for good managers, but I don't know if that's actually even necessary. All their popularity would do is drag the match ratings down, so I don't think I'll do that either. I might just get rid of all 4 of them. I mean, if Trish wins the women's title tonight, maybe things could be different, because then we could have Trish versus Mickey for the women's title, but then again, it's still Trish and Mickey, so it's not entirely new. Speaking of Trish, chick kick. Is she gonna go for the pin? No, instead applies a headlock on Lita. Just looking to wear down the champ. She doesn't feel like she's done enough damage to go for the pin. In the last Iron Man match we saw between Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels, it really did come down to the wire. And I would have to think that it'll be the same here tonight. As right now, Trish Stratus has the upper hand. She has a clear advantage over Lita at this point in the match. But she's giving Lita way too much time to recover, way too much separation. And that's going to come back to bite her, as here comes Lita with a massive clothesline. Lita starting to open a can of whoop-ass on the legend Trish Stratus here, but Trish able to sweep out the legs. And now Trish Stratus with a Boston Crab. Back to the submissions here as she tries to wear down the abdomen, the torso of Lita. There's Trish Stratus now. She's got the upper hand. Another submission hold here, this time just wrenching back on the chin. Is she going to get Lita to tap out? She's been wearing Lita out the whole match with these submission holds. I feel like if she can keep it up, it's only a matter of time until she gets that submission. As now Trish, Bulldog, taking down Lita with the Bulldog. Now would be her chance. As she goes back to another headlock. But Lita will not quit, she will not tap. Trish Stratus now back again with the Boston Crab. Hopefully she doesn't lose her finisher here. Because, okay, she's gonna keep it. Because that would have been bad news for Trish if she lost her finisher. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna give up keep maintaining kayfabe for this matchup because I'm not all that into it, which is why I feel like I should probably just trade the women away because I'm losing that interest in it. I don't even have the enthusiasm really to maintain kayfabe for their matches, and that's not because the women themselves are bad. It's just the game doesn't let you really do anything with them. If there was a newer game and GM mode was available, well then we could have a strong women's division. But it looks like Trish Stratus is going to get a strong upper hand in this matchup after hitting another chick kick as she goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And now Trish, just like that, 2 falls to 0, has the upper hand over Lita. Lita misses wildly with a drop kick. She's running out of time if she's looking to make a comeback in this matchup. As Lita, no, wait, reversal. Drop toe hold counter by Trish. And if she can get one more fall, I'd say that this match is over. Trish will have it in the bag. But Lita trying to hang on with everything she's got, trying to score a fall. But a rope break prevents that potential shock roll up. And now Trish with a back suplex continues to maintain that upper hand. Got less than 3.5 minutes to go. Lita is just in bad shape here. Oh my god, but a massive drop kick to the face. And here comes Lita now. Lita takes her down. Hurricanrana. 1, 2, 3. No, kick out by Trish. Kick out by Trish. Lita's getting desperate here. She thought that should have been a 3 count, but it wasn't. And now arguing with the referee might have cost her opening. As Trish now, no wait, Lita unable to hit that DDT, and look at Trish, chick kick again, chick kick again, the cover, 1, 2, 3, and I'd say that this match is over, folks. That's 3 falls to 0, less than 3 minutes to go. I don't think Lita can come back from that. But Lita, she's gonna try. She's gonna try with everything that she's got to make her way back into this fight. Another roll up. But a rope break again. But Lita ducks behind real quick. Punch to the back. But there's the damage. The damage done. She couldn't capitalize. And Trish dumps her head over heels over the top rope. And now just killing the clock. Lita is in agony. Collapsed into a heap out on the outside. Trish Stratus. I mean, she doesn't even really need to go to the outside. She doesn't need to follow her. As long as... Oh, wait a minute. Melina looking to get involved, perhaps. But she doesn't get very far. Is Lita going to try a roll-up again? Can she get her this time? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1 fall. That's 1 fall for Lita. This would be a hell of a comeback if she could get it. As Trish gets taken down now from behind. Lita going to the top rope. Looking to hit that moonsault. Signature moonsault on the way, but she missed. Trish able to get out of the way. And that would have been a huge move for Lita, potentially securing that second fall with time to spare. But I just don't think that she can get it. 1:15 to go. Lita's gonna try for another roll up here. If she can get it here, she might still have a chance to... Nope, kick out by Trish. As now Lita now, she's begging with Trish. Oh, but a big poke to the eye. Lita! DDT! DDT, but she's too worn out to capitalize. This could cost her. She couldn't go immediately for the pin, but now she's got it. 1, 2, 3. She gets it. That's the second fall. 45 seconds to go, and Lita is worn out. Lita is worn out right now. She's only got 37 seconds to win this match, or to even tie it, let alone win it. And now Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus tosses her into the corner. 26 seconds to go. And Lita, there's just nothing she can do at this rate. And she tosses Trish Stratus down off the top rope. I mean, if she can pin her here, she might get that third fall. Tying it, she would retain the title here. 2. Oh, she did. She got the third fall. Lita gets the third fall. 5 seconds to go. She's gonna try a roll up, but a tie will retain the title. And the match ended in a draw, folks. So Lita She retains the women's title. Trish came close. She came very, very close. But she just can't get it done. Lita just will not be dethroned atop the women's division. As now we move on to the Intercontinental Championship match. It's a fatal 4-way as JBL makes his way to the ring. JBL, well, he's had sort of the short end of the stick on several occasions. Never really has been able to capture that elusive championship that he's been looking for here on Monday Night Raw. Of course, in the 2006 series, JBL was a part of Monday Night Raw, so no real history for him in terms of what we know about him. But JBL, having that Raw credibility, you would think that him being a favorite to the GM here on Raw would, you know, give him sort of a better chance at winning a title, but that has not been the case for JBL thus far. And here's a man, Mick Foley, who has had opportunities at the Intercontinental title and at the WWE Championship, yet he has been unsuccessful in both cases. JBL, he really hasn't been able to move into that main event scene yet. I mean, he'd have to win. It would help to win the Intercontinental title first. But Mick Foley, he at one point was able to challenge Triple H for the WWE title, albeit in multiple losing efforts. At Vengeance, he competed in a Hell in a Cell match, which he lost to Triple H. But he did get a win on pay-per-view at Backlash over Mr. Kennedy prior to that, so Mick Foley is no stranger to pay-per-view victories. But if you want to talk about a person who is no stranger to pay-per-view victories, how about Rey Mysterio? He's in a very similar boat to Mick Foley, in that Rey Mysterio, he won at Backlash, retained his Intercontinental title, but after he lost it on an episode of Monday Night Raw, he went into Vengeance as a #1 contender for the tag team titles, and he and Johnny Nitro were unsuccessful in capturing the gold there. So Mysterio, it's been up and down for him on pay-per-view as a part of the Raw brand. But perhaps tonight he could recapture that Intercontinental Championship in this Fatal 4-Way matchup. Now would be as good a time as any for Rey Mysterio to get his career back on track by winning the Intercontinental title. And here's a man who cannot be stopped as of late, Shelton Benjamin. He holds victories over all three of these men in several different matchups. Of course, at SummerSlam, he retained the title in a Battle Royal matchup, defeating 5 other men. Among that matchup, we had a Rey Mysterio, a JBL, not a Mick Foley, or was Mick Foley in that matchup? He might have been, actually. I don't think he was, because, well, he was in a rivalry with Kennedy at that point. So yeah, I think Foley was there as well. Maybe. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different Battle Royal. I'm thinking of the Vengeance Battle Royal, probably. Regardless, Shelton's your Intercontinental Champion, and there ain't no stopping him. Let's get the match underway. Fatal 4-Way rules, so no disqualification, no count out, no rope break. First fall to the finish. So Benjamin does not have to be pinned to lose the title. This was how... Actually, no, it wasn't how Mr. Kennedy lost the title. Benjamin defeated Kennedy straight up, if I recall correctly. And then even if he didn't, in the Battle Royal at SummerSlam, it came down to Kennedy versus Benjamin as the final 2. And who was the winner but Shelton Benjamin? He outlasted Mr. Kennedy and was able to retain his titles. Look at this, all 3 men. I think Foley was trying to look for an alliance from JBL and Mysterio, try to, work together to take out the champion, but JBL's a little too busy with Rey Mysterio at the moment to even think about forming an alliance with Mick Foley. And I'm sure that I don't think that JBL wants to form an alliance with any of these 3 men, quite frankly, especially not Mysterio and Foley. As right now, JBL has just set his sights on Rey Mysterio from the beginning. As now, look at this, Mick Foley, he's got Benjamin for the double underhook DDT. Double underhook DDT, but JBL not going to let Foley capitalize. JBL goes right after Foley, goes right after the hardcore icon. But look at this, Mysterio has a roll-up on Benjamin. Oh my god, he almost captured the Intercontinental title right there. What a shock victory that would have been for Mysterio. JBL had his back turned, so he didn't see it. But now with a submission hold applied on Foley, Mysterio goes over to break it up. Mysterio coming to the aid of Mick Foley here. You know, in a multi-man matchup like this, alliances do matter, no matter how short-lived they are. As now JBL tosses Foley into the corner. Went for the spear, but he went shoulder first into that ring post. And that is going to come back to haunt him. As now Mick Foley, is he going to capitalize on it? As look at Mysterio just raking the face of Shelton Benjamin off of that top rope. That's a very un-Mysterio-like move. But it has been a while since Mysterio has had a taste of championship gold. Perhaps it's starting to get to him. As now JBL goes after Mysterio with a massive shot to the spine. Meanwhile, Shelton Benjamin with a reverse elbow, taking down Mick Foley. But Foley's back to his feet. Mysterio gets taken down with a shin breaker. But Foley now, well, no, JBL, it looked like JBL was in the way there. As now Mysterio trips out the leg. JBL caught up in the ropes. Here comes Mysterio. 619, dial it up. And now Mysterio looking to complete the call from the springboard. Takes him down into the pin. Referee too distracted with the submission hold. Now he goes for the pin. But it's broken up by Benjamin. Mysterio, a golden opportunity down the drain as the referee was distracted with that submission hold. Look at JBL. JBL, a fallaway slam from the top rope. Is that going to be enough to put Mysterio out? One? No, not even a one count. Shelton Benjamin was there to make the save. As now I think Shelton Benjamin now going after JBL. JBL not taking too kindly to that. As now Benjamin placed on the top rope this time. JBL to the high rent district. Massive superplexes as Mick Foley takes down Mysterio with a spear. And now JBL, look at this. No! Reversed by Benjamin. You had to think that JBL was going for the clothesline from hell there. But Foley reversed it, or Benjamin reversed it. I'm getting my names mixed up now, folks. As look at this. Massive hip toss from the top from Benjamin to Mick Foley. As now Mysterio whipped off the rope. Here's JBL now. He's got Mysterio. JBL looking for one of those massive power bombs of his. As Foley lays out the champ. Look out! Massive power bomb. Truly a massive power bomb by JBL. But Mick Foley, he's right there to break up the pin. Right there to make the save. And JBL, you got to think he's got to be getting increasingly frustrated to this point in the match. As now Mick Foley takes down JBL, rather. That's the thing with these Fatal 4-Ways. They can be very chaotic. As JBL delivers a big-time clothesline to the corner, Foley staggered. As JBL takes him down. There's now a big boot to the face of Mick Foley. Off of that kick to the midsection. It's JBL. He's just been dominating to this point in the match, but again, he goes shoulder first into that ring post. Nimbly dodged by Rey Mysterio. And now Mysterio is down. JBL is down. Well, so much for that. JBL's back up to his feet. As Foley takes out Benjamin. Mysterio trying to rally, but that dropkick didn't even phase JBL. As now Foley driven into the corner this time. JBL manages to nail that shoulder barge into the corner. As now JBL you look to take down Mysterio with another one. That didn't exactly happen. As Mysterio again tries to kick JBL, but it isn't working. JBL is just too big a man. He will not be phased with by Mysterio's kicks. Oh, see, there it is again. Mysterio just can't get anything done with those. As Mysterio, massive back body drop from JBL. And now Benjamin, he's got JBL up on his shoulders here. Then he drops him straight on his back. It's too close to call right now, folks. Nobody has a clear-cut advantage. Everybody is hurting. As Foley's got a hold of JBL, Mysterio trying to lift Benjamin, but Benjamin's not having any of that. Nice rolling senton from Foley. Shelton's down on the canvas. JBL's down. Foley and Mysterio, well, there's Benjamin back to his feet. And now Benjamin looking to go after Rey Mysterio. As JBL, look at this. Foley dumped out over the top rope. Benjamin takes down Rey Mysterio. And now JBL, is he looking to... Wait a minute, Mysterio with the reversal. I don't know how Mysterio kipped up to his feet like that, but he did. And that counter has left JBL in a bad way. Benjamin looking for the cover off that neck breaker. 1, 2, nope, broken up by JBL. And now JBL again tossing Foley over the top rope, but this time Foley hangs on. Well, not for long. JBL makes sure of that. And now JBL, he's going for the steel steps. This is not going to be good. Benjamin, I don't know if you want to go out there. Well, he didn't stay out there as Foley tosses him into the ring. Oh, and JBL just caught the top of the skull of Shelton Benjamin with those steel steps. As now JBL, massive shot, taking down Foley. As JBL now brings the steel steps into the ring. And you can see all these men just, you know, clearing away from JBL. But Foley's crazy enough to go after him. Oh, and he's going to pay dearly for that. Right into the face. Those steel steps just busted JBL wide open. Is now JBL. Wait a minute. T-bone suplex. T-bone suplex, and JBL doesn't realize it. 1, 2, 3. Shelton retains again. Wow. Just, well, I mean, it was anybody's ball game for the entire match, to be fair. But JBL was looking for one of his signature power bombs, and Shelton took that opportunity to strike with a T-bone suplex to Rey Mysterio. And Benjamin's momentum continues to stack, continues to build. He just keeps on rolling. There truly is no stopping this man. Could he be WWE Championship #1 contender material? So before we start this matchup, the entries were randomized. I did have the option, so they're all random. So whoever is wherever, it's whatever the game decides. Let's go. So it looks like Guerrero, Angle. It looks like Michaels is it? Well, Michaels and Triple H are going to start off this matchup. I was going to run down who's all in the pods, but now that we know who's starting the match, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's look at Triple H. Triple H is trying to stall this thing out. He doesn't want any part of Shawn Michaels. Triple H, what is he? I thought maybe Triple H was going to try to climb that chamber by the looks of it. Well, I guess this rules out any sort of a DX alliance in this matchup. No, Michaels climbing up top. Shawn Michaels, no way. He's not going to really do this. No, he's not. Okay, he thought better of it. It's Triple H. How do you climb this thing? Oh, okay. I figured it out. I figured it out. Let's look at oh, wait, reversal. Reversal. No, no, no. Oh, that was close. I thought Michaels was going to be driven straight into that chamber. Chamber wall. Well, we know that Triple H and Shawn Michaels are a bit more... they're a bit more comfortable working together now, but it seems as though as long as the WWE Championship is on the line, they're not going to be on the same page. Not by a long shot. Okay, so it's not letting me move now. This is going to hurt. Triple H ripped down off the wall. As now the Undertaker has entered this matchup. What, is Michaels going to dive? There it is. Oh, I thought he was going to go after Triple H. He changed direction to go after Undertaker, but he missed it regardless, so it didn't really matter at the end of the day. As now the Undertaker sweeps out the legs of Shawn Michaels. Triple H just content to watch on. Oh, but the Undertaker now going after him. Triple H a poke right to the eye. And there we go. Here's the DX alliance we thought we would get. Michaels and Triple H. Oh my God, but the Undertaker fires back with a double clothesline. And now Taker takes out the game. The Undertaker bringing the fight to DX here. Who comes in next? It's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has entered the fold at #4. Guerrero and Cena still in their pods to this point in the match. As now you can see a double team there from Angle and Triple H. It seems as though The Undertaker is currently viewed as the major threat in this matchup. Kurt Angle now going after Shawn Michaels. The Undertaker strikes back on Triple H. And it's now Kurt Angle, Jesus! Kurt Angle, well, that was a terrible idea from him, as he completely missed whatever he was going for there. Took a high risk from the top of the pod. Don't tell me that Michaels is going to try to mimic that. Surely no sane person would do that. And indeed, Michaels showed his sanity as he decided not to take the risk. And now Triple H. Triple H looking to capitalize off of Angle's mistake. As who's coming in at number 5? It is John Cena. So Eddie Guerrero will be the last man to enter this matchup. It looks like Triple H perhaps looking to eliminate Kurt Angle early on here. Yes, he is. Boot to the midsection. Pedigree. And Kurt Angle's busted open, folks. Triple H. Wait a minute, but Angle's right back up. Angle back to his feet after getting drilled with that pedigree. But, you know, Angle, that might have just been on instinct. I don't think he really has any idea what's going on around him. Low blow from Triple H. And now he's looking for a second pedigree. He's going to ensure that Kurt Angle is eliminated from this matchup. Triple H hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Kurt Angle is gone, just like that. I mean, he really took himself out of this matchup. That's his own damn fault. He's the one who took the daredevil dive off the cage. Or off that pod, rather. And just like that, we are down to 5. Guerrero, Cena, Michaels, and Taker. As Taker throws Michaels into the corner. Triple H, another low blow, this time to Cena. And now Guerrero sets his sights on the game. Triple H dumped over the top rope out to the floor. As right now, I mean, everybody's just trying to figure out, well, who are we going to go for next? Guerrero and Michaels going at it. Cena going to go after Taker. We know that Cena and Taker have history. Look at Cena! Launching himself out after Triple H. But Triple H, smart enough to avoid it. And a massive clothesline to John Cena. Triple H is going to make John Cena pay for taking that risk. But now Triple H, well, Undertaker and Triple H, they have history. Triple H has history with just about everybody in this matchup. I actually don't... Guerrero, I think, is the only man who has never crossed paths with Triple H. And this isn't just in the 2007 series. I'm talking about 2006 as well. Eddie Guerrero, he was on the SmackDown roster for the whole game. Or the whole series, rather. But he didn't actually fight Triple H while he was the champion. He never made it that far. As now Guerrero... Oh, man, Michaels pursuing Guerrero here, but Guerrero takes the risk. And, well, he bites the bullet for it. Michaels now off the moonsault, looking for the pin on Cena. 2. No, but Cena kicks out. Look at Undertaker. Back body drop. Triple H tossed into the ring. Guerrero is just in a bad way right now, though. After that fall, Guerrero is he's in terrible shape. It's now Guerrero with a roll-up on Taker. 2. 3. No. So close, but no cigar. As Michaels tossed away, Triple H dumped over the top rope, back out to the chamber floor. As Guerrero now, thumb to the eye of the Undertaker. There's Guerrero breaking the rules as he can, although in this matchup there really are no rules. As now Guerrero roll up on Cena, Taker leg drop from the top rope. Cena is out. Cena's been eliminated. We are down to 4. Guerrero, Taker, Michaels, and Triple H. And now Triple H looking to toss Guerrero back into the ring. As Taker and Michaels right now are squaring it up. Guerrero now trying to fight back, trying to fight Triple H off. Oh, but looked like Shawn Michaels was trying to take a shot at Triple H, or maybe he just overshot Eddie Guerrero. Taker is he just collapsed in a heap right there. Double A spine buster to Guerrero from Triple H. Imagine how crazy it would be if Triple H were to regain the WWE Championship here. As Guerrero whipped into the turnbuckle. Triple H places him up to the top turnbuckle. And the game's gonna take a risk. A massive superplex taken down Latino Heat as Michaels gets driven down with a sidewalk slam. But you can see the damage that has been done to the Undertaker. Triple H was more worse for wear off that superplex than Guerrero was. Shawn Michaels, sweet chin music, The Undertaker could be out of this matchup. Are we going to see a new champion? 2, 3. Taker is gone. We will have a new WWE champion at the end of this matchup. As Triple H, Michaels, and Guerrero are all that remain. And Michaels now, he's going after Triple H. It's every man for himself. Shawn Michaels from the top rope. Moonsault, but it's reversed. Triple H able to block it. Triple H managed to counter. Lift up the knees. And Michaels, he paid dearly for it. Massive DDT there by Triple H. As Triple H just sizing up his tag team partner. Oh my God, Triple H. Of course he would do this. Triple H doesn't care. A massive pedigree by the Game as he hooks the leg on Michaels. But Guerrero broke it up. Guerrero broke up the pinfall. I just don't think that Guerrero trusts Triple H. I thought maybe he was going to work together with Michaels to eliminate Triple H. I guess Guerrero just sees Triple H as more of a threat than Shawn Michaels at this stage. And who could blame him? For how long Triple H's championship reign was, I'd probably make the same decision. What is Guerrero trying to do here? Thought maybe he was going to try to drag him into that cage. Triple H, a massive punch to the face. Oh my God, and Guerrero just got driven straight through that pod. The wall of that Elimination Chamber pod. And now Triple H, he's going to toss Guerrero into the other one. Guerrero is just getting destroyed by Triple H here. And I guess this is what Guerrero gets for breaking up Triple H's potential elimination, breaking up the pinfall on Shawn Michaels. And now look at Michaels. Michaels isn't coming to the aid of Guerrero at all here. Oh, and now look at this. Pedigree out on the floor to Guerrero. Triple H has busted him open, hooks the leg. 2, 3, and we're down to 2. It is Shawn Michaels and Triple H from D-Generation X. Well, I guess this would be a fitting way to end it, although I'm very... Yeah, I think this is very fishy. That it would come down to Michaels and Triple H. Especially now that these two... They're on the same page more so than they were in the past. But is the WWE Championship going to drive a rift between them? Triple H, he's so close to regaining his prize. But Michaels right now, I mean, you see, Michaels is just a bloody mess. He's got the upper hand right now, but just barely. He can barely even stand. Shawn Michaels, don't tell me he's going to jump off that pod. He's not going to do it. Shawn Michaels, moonsault from the top of the pod. Good God. Michaels, if he goes for the pin here, he might have the match won. And he does. 1, 2, 3. No. Somehow Triple H just kicked out of that. Unbelievable. Shawn Michaels is just a machine. Is now Michaels, well, he was going to go off the top rope, but Triple H is back to his feet. That would be a very, very dumb decision from Shawn Michaels. As Triple H kicks out the leg. Triple H, I mean, this is a massive opportunity for the Game to regain his prize. Triple H could be the king of the mountain once again. As all these two men collide. Great minds think alike, I suppose. But I mean, just look at this. Michaels, he's a bloody mess. And Triple H drives the knee straight into the skull. This is not how I wanted to see this matchup end. Triple H, you've got to be kidding me. If he wins this matchup, that is just unbelievable. I mean, oh, wait a minute. But Shawn Michaels from the top rope. Moonsault, but again it's blocked. Again it's blocked by the Game. Oh no, is this the beginning of the end? Triple H boot to the midsection. Pedigree to Shawn Michaels, no. No. Triple H knows it. He knows he's got this match in the bag, and now he's just soaking it in. Triple H collapses into the pin. 2, 3, no, no, no. After all of this time, all the time it took to dethrone Triple H as the champion, he has just reclaimed it. He took it right back tonight at Unforgiven. No way. Triple H is now a 2-time WWE Champion, and while his reign definitely will not be as impressive as his 80-episode reign combined between these two series, Triple H, the fact that he's champion again so soon after losing it really gets under my skin. The Undertaker, he was the one man who could dethrone this guy, but just like that, all of Taker's work is undone. Wow. So not only, we finally got the tag titles to change hands, the women's title almost changed hands, but Triple H regains the WWE Championship. Holy cow. Maybe it wouldn't have been that way. Oh no, Michaels is injured. Oh no. Plus 325,000 fans, that's good. Okay, it's just a minor injury. It's just a sprained wrist. So we're gonna have to be careful with Shawn Michaels, but that just goes to show, after he negotiated, okay, so that's his contract. Yeah, it just goes to show how devastating, how deadly the Elimination Chamber truly is. So it looks like he's got 3 weeks of a sprained wrist. We're gonna have to keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the ratings, though. Ratings for Unforgiven. We had a 4-star show, had 3.5, 4, 4, and a 4.5-star Elimination Chamber match. That is awesome. That's what I love to see. But if we take a look at our rivalries, oh wow, yeah, we lost. Well, I mean, we'd already canceled that one. So we lost the Matt Hardy-Kennedy rivalry, which I knew we were gonna lose that. Okay, so the Cena Triple H one, I believe, was already, I think that was supposed to end in Unforgiven anyways. And the same goes for, well, Triple H Cena, and then it was Taker and Guerrero. They were both supposed to end in Unforgiven, so we at least got that. Wait, really? Did I really choose for it to end there? Or did the Elimination Chamber just ruin it? Because I swear I had some going to Taboo Tuesday. Okay, either way. I think one of them was Unforgiven, but I swear I thought the other was Taboo Tuesday. Let's just take a look at our fatigue here. This is massive. This is horrible. I have to be really careful. Oh yeah, this is from the Iron Man match too, so we have to be careful there. But yeah, we have new tag team champions. Orton and Edge are on the chopping block now. But I'm thinking, well, let's see. Did they drop Psychosis? It doesn't look like they renewed the contract. No, they lost him. But I'm going to check free agency. Did they drop anybody else? So I know that they dropped Psychosis. He should be right there. There's Psychosis. But no, they didn't drop anybody else. It was only Psychosis. So I can do a 2-for-1 and then sign somebody from free agency. I'm thinking Hardcore Holly. He's the next guy on my list. So let me see what I can do here. Let me work some trades. Let me work my magic. So if I was... Yeah, I think I might just trade away the women. But for right now, Randy Orton, he's top priority. Get him... Well, no, he has a rematch clause, so it's a little too early to trade him away. Currently, yeah, let's just trade away the women. We're just gonna do it now. All of them are gonna go. Everyone must go. So Melina, or should I keep her just to have her as a valet for Nitro, and then keep Lita? Ah, man, this is tough. You know what? You just gotta rip it off like a band-aid. They all need to go. Melina and Trish, we're gonna send them first. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Ah, man, it kind of hurts to do this, but it's what we've been reduced to. So we're gonna trade them out for... in terms of contracts, there really is nobody who I'd be interested in going for at this level. Well, hold on. We should try to go for Kane. So we're gonna trade away. I think Trish was a 76. There we go. That's how I delete things. So let's start over here. Trish Stratus is 76. I think Kane might be a champion, although I could be wrong. So let's see if this works. Trish Stratus for Kane. Trade declined. Okay, so he's not a champion. We've proven that. So yeah, Kane is definitely an option. He's a 77. So if I trade away Trish, who's a 76, and Melina, who is a 71, we could pick up a 77 in Kane, and Melina's 71, so I'm looking for around a 70-ish. Potentially, I could go for Finlay. That's a possibility. Why not? Let's see how that works. Trish and Melina for Kane and Finlay. Trade accepted, okay. So we now have Kane. We have the Brothers of Destruction. That is a team we can make. So then if we go back to proposed trades, we're just gonna get the rest of them. Lita and Mickie James. Ah, man, I hate trading these two away in particular because, I mean, I like Trish too, but these two, yeah, those two, it's just, they're my favorites, personally. Yeah, the Women's Championship, I think would leave her at about a 77. So let's try Carlito. He's a bit lower, but in exchange, we could go for a higher, let's say Ric Flair. Let's see how this works. Trade declined. Okay, so we're reaching a bit too far with that one. Because like a lot of these major guys I'm not really interested in. Like maybe Bret Hart, but I used him last year and I don't know, it's just, oh, Rob Van Dam. Let's try for Rob Van Dam. He's an 86. So instead of Carlito, maybe I'll try for Umaga. Umaga and Rob Van Dam. Wait, but Van Dam is a champion. He's their tag champ, so I have to be wary of what I'm trying to bargain for. So he's actually lower than Flair. Let me just check this. Power 25. Double check their champions. So it's Neidhart and Bret Hart. Yeah, these guys are tag champs. Neidhart is world champ. US champion is Finlay, and I just picked him up. Oh crap, so that means his popularity was lower than I just made a bad deal. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We'll get over it. But, so we've determined that Van Dam is actually, no, he is a champion, he's a tag champ. So let's just see if this works. Van Dam and Carlito for Lita, who's an 80 overall. No, 80 popularity, and Mickie James 76. 76 for the 73. I think this should work. Van Dam for Lita should balance out. Trade declined, I'm wrong. Okay. Plan B. Lita and Mickie James again. We're gonna keep at this. We're gonna pick up Rob Van Dam. It's gonna happen. So it didn't work with Carlito, unfortunately. And it didn't work for Flair. We're not going back for Lashley. I'm not that desperate. I feel like this is a bit of a drop-off here, but... okay, we'll know it. Instead, we'll do a 2-for-1. Not quite Van Dam. What am I trying to do here? You know what, I'll go back to those trades. I'm running out of time here for this recording, so I'll catch you guys next time. We'll come up with something for the rest of those trades. Until next time, keep on YouTubing.